So you've made up your mind to formalize your business operations with an LLC. Great idea. An LLC can protect your personal assets, such as your home and car, from certain kinds of lawsuits. In this video, we'll run through the 5 main steps to forming an LLC in Virginia. By the time we're done, you'll see it was a lot easier than you thought. Step 1. Choose a name. The first step, choosing a name, is simple but important. The name should be more than just a label, it should represent something meaningful, like your brand or mission. In addition, your LLC's name must comply with Virginia's naming guidelines. Ensure the chosen name won't confuse your business with another entity in Virginia. Name errors are the second most frequent reason LLC applications are rejected. The first is attaching the wrong documents. To avoid having your application rejected, check if the name is available at the State Corporation Commission Clerk's Information System. Here are the main LLC naming rules for the Commonwealth of Virginia. The name must contain the words Limited Company or Limited Liability Company, or their abbreviations, LC with periods after each letter, LC, or LLC. The name must not contain any word, abbreviation, or anything else that implies the company is another type of legal entity, such as a corporation, unlimited partnership, or registered limited liability partnership. The name must be distinguishable from the names of other business entities. If the name you've picked for your business is available, secure it for your website ASAP. It's smart to register the URL early, even if you're not planning to build your website right away. Domain names have a big impact on search results, so having one that's relevant will really boost your business's online presence. Step 2. Appoint a registered agent. The second step is to appoint a registered agent. Virginia law requires an LLC to continuously maintain a registered office, which may be the same as any of its places of business, and a registered agent. The registered agent may be a resident of Virginia or an organization authorized to conduct business in the Commonwealth. The main purpose of having a registered agent is to forward service of process to your LLC if someone sues you. The registered agent will also receive other official communications, such as those from the Virginia Department of Taxation. Therefore, it's important that the registered agent has a physical address in Virginia and is available during regular working hours. In Virginia, a member, manager, or employee of the LLC can serve as the registered agent. This means you can be your LLC's registered agent. Also, a family member, associate, or friend can serve in this role. However, there's a disadvantage you should be aware of: the registered agent's address is public information, so anyone can easily discover where you live. The best bet is to work with a commercial registered agent service, as it will be their address, not yours, that becomes public. If you choose Tailor Brands, they provide free agent services for $199 for the first year. They've been doing this for over 6 years, so they know what they're doing. Step 3. File the Articles of Organization. Filing the Articles of Organization is the next step. The articles contain important information about the LLC, such as its name, main address, and the registered agent's name and address, which you will have to provide. Once filed, the articles become a public document. There are 3 ways to file the Articles of Organization. State authorities recommend filing online, which you can do at the State Corporation Commission Clerk's Information System. Another way to file is by completing Form LLC 1011 and mailing it to the provided P.O. box. You can also submit the completed form in person to the listed address. If your LLC is a foreign LLC, meaning it was formed in another state but wishes to do business in Virginia, you'll need to file Form LLC 1052 to get a certificate of registration to transact business in Virginia as a foreign limited liability company. Step 4. Create an LLC operating agreement. Drafting an operating agreement is a great idea because it acts as a contingency plan that forces you to think ahead. It is especially important for a multi-member LLC because it ensures everyone is on the same page regarding the most important issues. At a minimum, the agreement should state the membership interests, how much each member owns, how the LLC is to be managed, and each member's voting rights. There is no legal obligation to have a written operating agreement, but in the absence of one, an agreement based on oral understanding or state law may be implied. Additionally, an operating agreement is generally required when opening a business bank account or applying for a loan, as it's the only document that contains the names of the members and their ownership stakes. This information does not appear in the Articles of Organization. Step 5. Obtain an LLC Employer Identification Number, EIN. The final step is to obtain an LLC Employer Identification Number, EIN, which functions like a social security number for your business. An EIN is required to open a business bank account and to use banking services. If you've been using your social security number because your LLC is a single-member LLC but now plan to hire employees, you'll need to apply for an EIN. Getting an EIN is easy and completely free, just fill out the online form on the IRS website. So those are the 7 steps you'll need to complete to successfully create an LLC. A lot of it seems overwhelming, especially when you're just starting up and wanting to learn. Thankfully, with the help of Tailor Brands, everything I've just explained can be done within a couple of minutes with minimal effort. Don't believe me? Well, I'm now going to show you how to use Tailor Brands. Once you click the first link in the description, you'll be taken to the same page as me. First, you want to choose the state. I'll select Virginia and click Get Started. Next, you want to go ahead and put in your business name. For example, I'm going to go ahead and type Jelly Beans. I'm then going to go ahead and check if it's available or not. There we go, this is available, so I can go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands tells you how they would form your LLC. First off, you need to tell them about your business. You then get an LLC recommendation. You then form your LLC, and they will keep you up to date on your LLC. For the most part, you just want to go ahead and click Next. You then need to specify what stage your business is in. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose taking the first steps, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. They ask when you're planning to launch your business, so I'm going to go ahead and choose as soon as possible, and I'll go ahead and click Next. Now you want to specify what your business is about. I'm going to go ahead and say my business is about a coffee shop. I'll go ahead and type that in, click that, and then you need to specify if it's a physical good or a professional service. Mine will be a physical good, so I'll go ahead and click that and then click Next. You then need to answer whether or not you would have hired employees. For my business, because I'm running a coffee shop, for example, I'll go ahead and click Yes, and then I'll click Next. After that, you then need to say where you'll be operating from. I will put in a random postal code, and then I'll choose one of these 3 options here. One of them is online, another is at your brick-and-mortar shop, and the last one is on the go. I'm going to go ahead and choose at your brick-and-mortar, and then I'll go ahead and click Next. You can then choose between these options to apply to your business, a logo, a website, a trademark, etc. For the most part, you probably want a lot of these, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of them because I'd like all of them, and then you can also type your own if you'd like. After that, I'll go ahead and click Next. Then there is a checklist for what you already have in your business. For example, if you already have a logo within your business or a domain or a registered agent, you can go ahead and tick these. However, if you do not have any of these, you can go to the very bottom here and click None of the above. For my example, I don't have any of these, so I'm going to go ahead and click that, and then I'll click Next. You then want to go ahead and fill out your basic information, your name, last name, phone number, and your email address. After you've done that, you go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands will offer to help you get your own EIN, so if you do need help getting your own EIN, you will be charged $99 after your application is reviewed. After you've chosen, you can then go ahead and click Next. Tailor Brands then offers to give you a registered agent, so if you already have one, of course, you don't really need to do this, but if you don't, I highly recommend it because they make your life a lot easier, and they're very flexible and easy to work with. So if you were to choose this option, you will be charged $199 for the first year. Once you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Get Tailor Brands to keep your LLC compliant, or if you don't want to handle it yourself, you can choose between the 2. However, if you do choose Tailor Brands, you will be charged $199 annually. Once you've chosen that, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you also get an offer to use their toolkit. So with the toolkit, you'll get a domain, create logos, a website, and an online store, a range of other essential tools, all in one place to set up your business online and reach customers. So I do highly recommend the toolkit as it gives you a lot of other things you can add, such as a logo or domain or even a website. However, if you do not want to use the toolkit, you can choose between these two options. After you've chosen, you can go ahead and click Next. Then you can choose to get your LLC faster, so if you go with the expedited filing time, it should come within 2 business days. However, if you do want to wait, it will come within 14 days, so it's entirely up to you if you are in a rush or you want to be patient. If you do go with the expedited filing time, it will come at $49, so it's your choice there. After this, you can go ahead and click Next. You can then choose to get an operating agreement from Tailor Brands, or if you want to figure out that by yourself, you can choose that. Of course, if you do choose to get an operating agreement with Tailor Brands, you will be charged $29, so after that, you can go ahead and click Next. And then based on what you have checked and what you have chosen throughout this little survey, they will offer you a plan. So as you can see, Tailor Brands has offered the Elite LLC plan, which includes the following. I'll go ahead and explain the other plans in just a moment. However, if we go ahead and scroll down here, you can choose to uncheck or check a registered agent and an EIN. Now do keep in mind with any plan you choose, there will be a state fee. Now obviously the state fee will be different depending on which state you choose, so please keep that in mind. Of course, if you are happy with what you are getting offered, you can go ahead and click Proceed. However, if you do want to have a look at the other plans, I will now show you the other plans. So there is the light option, which comes at $0. Of course, you will have to pay the state fee. This may differ depending on which state you choose. So the light plan, you get an LLC formation and it will be processed in up to 14 business days. Then there is the essential plan, which comes in at $199 per year. Just like all the others, it comes with the state fee as well. So with the essential plan, you get annual compliance and it is processed in up to 2 business days. And of course, you get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. Then there is the Elite plan, which is recommended by Tailor Brands and comes at $249 and it is billed annually or yearly. This comes with annual compliance and branding tools, and it is processed in up to 2 business days. Now with the Elite plan, you get the most, of course, considering it is the highest paid plan. However, it is the most worth paid plan. So of course, you'll get an LLC formation, expedited processing, annual compliance, and an operating agreement. You get a 1-year free domain, 8 free logos, a DIY website builder and online store, a digital business card, a social media post maker, and a business card toolkit. They value this at $432, however the full plan is at $249. So regarding choosing a plan, again it is entirely up to you and your situation. However, I do recommend the Elite plan considering how much more you get with the Elite plan. So after you've chosen, you can go ahead and select which plan is right for you. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and select the Elite plan. So assuming you are happy with your current plan, you can go ahead and click Proceed and then you'll be asked to choose either PayPal or card, entirely up to you guys. So within a couple of minutes, we went through a process with Tailor Brands and have successfully created our own LLC. So if you have to choose between creating an LLC on your terms or creating an LLC with Tailor Brands, I do believe it is a no-brainer to go with Tailor Brands considering how much they offer for such a great price, as well as they do all the work for you without you needing to do much at all. Simply fill out a survey, choose the plan, and there you go, you have an LLC. Post-formation steps. After you've created your LLC, there are some important things to keep in mind. Your LLC is a separate legal entity, so its transactions and assets should be kept separate from your personal ones. This is true even if your LLC's income is included on your personal income tax return if you are the sole member. An important feature of an LLC is the limited liability protection it offers to members' personal assets. To maintain that shield, do not commingle or mix personal and business assets. Doing so could allow creditors to pierce the corporate veil, meaning they could disregard your LLC and go after your personal assets. Open a separate business bank account for your LLC to keep business transactions separate. In addition, your LLC should have its own bank account and corporate card to start building credit for your business. Perform a risk assessment to determine what types of insurance your business will need, and remember that some insurances, like auto insurance and workers' compensation, are legally required. Finally, make sure you have someone who can manage the books for your LLC and provide financial guidance. Congratulations! You've just learned how to establish an LLC in Virginia. We hope this video was useful. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Good luck!